Hello and welcome to the first installment of our interview series, Quizmate, presented by Innova Beyond. I'm your host, Nicola, and I'm glad to kick off this exciting series where we delve into the realms of sustainability knowledge with our guests. Now, before we dive into the quiz, let me tell you a bit about what you can expect. Our aim is simple, to make learning about sustainability not only informative but also actually fun. We're here to challenge our guests and, of course, entertain you all. I'm excited to have a very special guest join us for our launch episode, Asli Deniz, the ESG lead at Innova Beyond. Asli's expertise as a lawyer with a passion for sustainable development makes her the ideal person to help us kickstart this series. So let's dive into the conversation and learn from her valuable insights on sustainability and ESG practices. Hello, Asli. Welcome to our interview series. Before we start the quiz, could you tell our audience a bit about yourself and your role at Innova Beyond?
Hello, thank you very much for having me here. A brief snapshot about me. My name is Asli. I am working at Innova Beyond as ESG manager, and I'm coming from a legal background. I'm a lawyer, and after working as a traditional lawyer for a while, I realized that I want to be part of a bigger purpose, and I wanted to start studying my master's in sustainable development and law. So at this point of my career, I consider myself staying at the intersection between law and sustainable development, which helps me to accompany companies throughout their compliance journeys. But we do more than that in Innova Beyond. In general, we accompany clients throughout their entire sustainability journeys, which means understanding their maturity level in sustainability and ESG, helping them to build capability in the company throughout some training sessions and workshops. Then we continue understanding where the company stays with some as-is analysis. We benchmark the company's performance against industry peers. We do gap analysis, continue with materiality assessment by also engaging with the key stakeholders, both internal and external, which allows us to understand the major issues in terms of ESG in the company. And then we can start collecting the data. While collecting the data, we are, of course, advising companies to use our SJO data management and ESG sustainability reporting tool because it is much easier to use software for this purpose at our age. And then we release the sustainability report, and we do it yearly in order to see the progress that the company is having in increasing the sustainability performance. So this is a brief snapshot of me.
Amazing. You spoke about challenges in ESG for companies. What do you believe are the most pressing issues that companies are facing today, and how can ESG practices help address these challenges?
Well, we can say that companies face major sustainability challenges today, like climate change, resource scarcity, social issues, and environmental issues in their supply chains. And we see that, like we know that what you can't measure, you can't manage. Basically, in order to increase your performance, you have to measure data in the issues that you're struggling with in a very accurate manner. So for this, I can say that adopting ESG practices can really help address the challenges by calculating data around the emission reduction targets, optimizing resource use, and promoting fair labor practices. It is also important for companies to see the challenges in an unbiased way across their supply chains, not only in their organization, but also across their entire value chain, upstream and downstream. And it is not an easy task. You need to acknowledge and know your supply chain partners in order to identify the potential red flags in the supply chain. And to do that, you can't rely on managing data and engaging with your suppliers. by using some offline tools, but you have to use some softwares, you have to use the technology, you have to create a new methodology using the technological developments of this age. But doing this, it becomes much easier to face the sustainability challenges and overcome them.
Of course, it makes total sense. And how do you see the landscape of ESG practices evolving in the future? What do you see the biggest trends as evolving that are going to rise? What do you think the agenda is moving forward?
The global agenda?
Yeah.
Okay, so like we can say, like there are some key trends that is shaping the global agenda, which includes a push for renewable energy. It's a big thing. We see sustainable urbanization, adopting sustainable financing principles, and increased regional collaboration within the regions, and also like between different countries. We see a big legal regulatory push coming from different countries, but also coming from intergovernmental agencies, and also like we see a lot of voluntary frameworks that are being introduced and being more and more noticed globally, which drives the sustainability agenda globally. What I see is that more and more companies in different jurisdictions are trying to navigate this landscape by understanding what kind of regulatory environment is going to come to their way before it actually materializes, in order to have a smoother transition. And they are already starting to report, calculate data, and setting some targets by using the voluntary frameworks in order to be ready for more stringent rules and regulations around ESG.
What do you think these trends will look like in the Middle East, more specifically? We saw latest regulatory changes, or if there's going to be some governmental ruling or something different.
Yeah, I think it is still quite aligned with the global changes, global trends. If we turn our attention to the Middle East, we see that the landscape of ESG practices are also evolving quite rapidly. Historically, we know that the region was heavily reliant on fossil fuel production and export, but there is indeed a growing recognition of the need to diversify the economy and embrace sustainable development, embrace renewable energy solutions. One trend that I believe that will shape the sustainability agenda in the Middle East is the increasing focus on renewable energy and transition towards a low carbon economy. We see so many fossil fuel giant companies to introduce new product streams and like new approaches to satisfying the energy needs of the region and also globally. Several countries in the region, for example, UAE and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, have already set ambitious targets for renewable energy deployment, and they're investing heavily in solar, wind, and other clean energy technologies. We can also say that there's a growing emphasis on sustainable urbanization. So I'm still trying to link the developments in the Middle East with the global developments. So sustainable urbanization and infrastructure development is quite big in the Middle East as well. Of course, this is due to the rapid population growth and urbanization rates in the region. So there is a need to build resilient, resource-efficient cities that prioritize sustainable transportation, water management, and better waste management, waste reduction. And it is as I said, it is important, we expect also to see increased collaboration and knowledge sharing among countries in the region. we see like a lot of frameworks that encompass all the Gulf countries, as well as the international organizations and private sector partners to like their help to accelerate the implementation of sustainable practices and drive innovation in the Middle East.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your very, very, very useful insights. I'm sure that everybody is going to really appreciate this. We're gonna step it up and turn our attention to the other part of our interview, which is beautiful quiz. Are you ready?
Yes.
You'll have 20 seconds to answer each question, and they will be multiple choice and no hints will be given. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Question one. What percentage of the Earth's water is fresh and ready accessible? Less than 1%, about 10%, nearly 25%.
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%. That is correct. What is the most commonly littered item in the world? Plastic bags, cigarette butts, or tins?
It's not tins. It's plastic bags or cigarette butts. It's cigarette butts.
Yeah, good job.
Yes.
Good job. Yeah. Two is very good so far. It's very good. Which of the following is a renewable resource? This is coal, natural gas, or solar?
Solar.
Easy peasy. Which industry is the largest producer of global greenhouse gas emissions? This one got me wrong the first time, I'm gonna admit. Transportation, agriculture, energy.
It is not transportation. It is energy.
Yeah.
It is okay.
The first time I thought it was transportation because of planes.
No, it's not. I mean, it is construction and infrastructure is even worse than transportation.
Yeah, I thought it was transportation, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. What practice reduces your carbon footprint the most? Turning off the lights, planting trees, or reducing airplane travel?
I mean, depends how much you travel, I guess.
I mean, it depends on how many lights you have.
And yeah, exactly. They all depend, I think, you know? It's
one of them, you know?
Reducing airplane travel, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, airplane travel is very, very, very emitting. What action can significantly reduce water consumption in households? Installing low-flow shower heads, watering the garden at noon, taking longer showers.
Taking longer showers.
Yeah?
No, okay. Installing low-flow shower heads.
Yeah, of course. Kelp forests are one of the most efficient absorbers of CO2. Which of the following animals is the guardians of underwater kelp forests? Sea otters, whale, or jellyfish?
It is sea otters.
Yeah?
Yeah, I watch a lot of documentary. I know it. Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't a guess. I know them.
We may find our first winner of a prize. Which country is the largest contributor to carbon emissions? Saudi Arabia, China, or Canada?
China, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Which is the top performing country in the Global SDG Index? Finland, Japan, or Germany?
SDG Index.
Yeah.
It is either Finland or Germany, I think. I'm gonna go with Finland.
I might be right. Yeah.
Yay.
Which country has the highest recycling rate in the world?
This I don't know.
US, Japan, or Germany?
Germany, I know. It's Germany.
Germany?
It's Germany.
Sure? Right.
I am. Yeah, I know it.
Well, 10 out of 10, I believe that was.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for taking part, and we'll inform you of your prize very soon.
It was a pleasure for me. Also, it was very fun to play the game. And I'm very happy that I got everything right,
Yeah,
actually.
that was
Thank
very
you so
good.
much.
Thank you so much for taking part.